Bonsoir tout le monde, bonsoir tout le monde. Nous connaissons Rose-Philippe Coriolan qui nous pas besoin de l'heure, nous pas besoin de temps pour nous paraître dans la radio ça. La plupart du temps, là, nous avons guest qui passe visiter nous dans la radio. Et puis nous avons besoin de faire deux, trois petits parler ensemble avec lui. Je dis à j'ai l'opportunité pour me jouer un guest qui est très spécial à moi-même et qui participe dans plusieurs organisations avec moi. Par interview après le fait en anglais. Et après ça, on a fait un petit résumé pour nous en créole, et puis pour nous capables d'avancer. Mais avant nous faire avancer, nous allons faire une introduction en anglais pour le capable de comprendre qui s'en a dit parce qu'il n'y a pas une idée qui s'en a dit là avec la garde très très. Tricia, I'm saying that today we're going to do a special interview with you because you're a friend that is very close to me. And then we're going to talk a little bit about North Miami Beach, what's going on there, what you've been doing for the city, because a lot of people have been seeing you all over the place, but nobody knows. They always say, oh, it's Tricia, but what are you doing? What are you doing there? Why are you always there? So that's a question that people would like to know, wants to know, and then that's the reason we said, okay, let's sit down together and then explain to them what you've been doing. But before we start anything, we want you to present yourself to the community. Good afternoon, Tricia. Go ahead.
Good afternoon. My name is Tricia Harris, and I've been a resident of Highland Village for numerous years. And I have been taking care of the neighborhood in many different ways. We help with we helped during the COVID by going to Joshua's Heart, picking up food, and serving the children at least one meal a day during that horrible time when they couldn't get it from the Parks and Recs or from their school. And then we do back to school every August, where we supply the kids with school supplies. And that way possibly they get their book bags somewhere else. And we also had one of the people had a fire, and we assisted them and got them some clothing and some food for the night. And we also do the Christmas event where we have over 400 to 500 families come. We serve 200 children with toys, food, clothing, and the
and anything else that you have. So we're going to go there in more details, But one of the things that I would love to know, okay, because before we become friends, we used to talk a lot. Start talking a lot. I used to see you on any event. I won't say all the event because I know you go to all the event, but we usually see you on all event that I went to. I usually go around and then we talk and everything else. And the reason that we've been talking a little bit more is because you are part of the commission that is in North Miami Beach. How many commission that you're a part of?
Well, I belong to the Commission of the Status of Women. That was the first one that I joined. I was also on the education. I'm former education because that's no longer running at the moment. I'm also on the library board, and I'm the chair of the Commission of Status of Women and the library board. I'm the co-chair of the Aging Commission on Aging, and I am a member of the Multicultural. I also was a member of the Census Board for the city of North Miami Beach.
Okay, with all this commission that you have the opportunity to participate, because that's a choice. You could, because we have to tell the people that's voluntary. It's not something that you're getting paid for. It's something that you are in a city, you're a citizen of the city, and then you are very concerned about certain things that's going on. and then you said, okay, I have to participate on these board because there's more board than that. But on these, they are the ones that are close to your heart. You want to participate on that. What did you decide on this board? Because there's so many of them.
Well, the Commission on the Status of Women, they did a youth symposium. And I'm all about trying to make sure that our kids get educated and that they grow up, if they don't have if
they don't have certain things to
at
help them go.
home, that you help them move on. So that's the reason I joined the Commission of Status of Women and more or less the library and the education board, because I really think that we need, because they're the ones that's going to support us when we get older. And I really believe that they need the extra support in this time and days that we have going on today.
Yeah.
So, and in my time and day, I didn't get that extra assistance. So I really wanted to see the kids of today get it.
Okay.
So that's one of the reasons I did that. And as far as the multicultural, I'm friends with so many different nationalities is one of the reasons I wanted to be part of that, because I have friends from all over the world. And I make friends, and people call me a social butterfly because I'm constantly talking to people, learning things, trying to figure out what's going on, and that's what I enjoy doing.
Under Commissioner Status of Women, we're just going to take that as an example because not all of them are important. Is because I'm a part of it also. And then one of the huge things that we have to organize every year, beside the back to school that we did, but the healthcare walk.
Yes.
I know that I sat down with you guys to prepare everything, to make sure everything is in order. But what is it for you? Because if you're the chairperson, everything is come back to you. Oh, I can't find this. I can't find that. What are we going to do this? What is the way to put that table and everything else? How do you take all this frustration, all these things to make sure the day that's usually a great success every year stay as a great success? How do you manage that with the phone calls and texts?
Well, I look at it this way. At the end, it's all worth the frustration.
Go ahead.
At the end, the frustration is well worth it because we do such a good job at the end. And sometimes it gets rough, and all the different phone calls and all the different wants in order for us to get it together. It's kind of rough, but it's got to be done. And one of the things my friends always say is I have very wide shoulders to hold up the rest of the team. And that's more or less what I try to do.
That's great. That's great with all these set up, with all the chairs, all the board that you're doing. It's very good to try to put it in perspective and keep working on it. Now you decided to do an organization that is for young people around your neighborhood. You don't have to do that. And this is something that you do because you enjoy the people in your neighborhood. First, you take time to know your neighborhood, which I add off for that. These days, I might have a neighbor. The other day, I told my sister, I only know my neighbors if we lost power, and everybody come out. But you choose to know everybody that's coming around your neighborhood. Why did you choose to go down that path?
Well, Rose, I have done this for a very long time. I have actually done this since I was about 15 years old.
Okay.
Before cameras were around, if someone would tell me that someone was sick, I would get something and put it on their door to make them happy, a get well card, whatever, a flower. If somebody told me that a kid wasn't going to have a gift, I would get my mom to get up a gift and for me to give it to them instead of me getting a gift, because that's always the way I felt. And I would put it on their doorstep, knock on the door and run, so nobody knew it came from me. And now you can't do
No,
that
no, no,
'cause
I was going to say, with Ring, do you think you'll be able to do that? They'll figure out that's you.
yeah, today we can't do that
Uh-huh.
anymore. So, yeah, and I just like, and it just went on from there. And if there's a sick person, I try to see if they need anything. I opened up a Facebook page just for our neighborhood. So when the electricity goes out, I post something. If it's garbage day, I post something notifying them what they need to do. If there's something going on, I notify them so that everybody's aware and they can get it, around whether it's a traffic jam or we're having construction at the front and it's blocked off. I let them know they have to go the other way. Whatever it is to assist everybody to have a better day. Just to have a better day.
Where is Island Village is located? Because some people that live in North Miami Beach, I didn't know where it was until I met you. And then we start discussing things about Island Village. I said, I got to go to that neighborhood and see what's going on. Where is she talking about? And it was right there in the North Miami Beach area. Where exactly you can say close to what street? You can say the boundaries, if you remember what it is. More or
Well,
less.
the boundaries of Highland Village, North Miami Beach Highland Village, is actually completely surrounded by North Miami. It is between 135th and 140th,
Okay.
and we are behind that. So we're kind of like behind in between Target and 135th Street where the Starbucks is.
Okay.
So we're back there. You enter the neighborhood towards the KFC area, and we're all back there.
Oh, that is so nice. If someone wants to go around and visit us. And then be careful because whenever a stranger get in that neighborhood, they know that you're there. And then they will make announcement to each other to know that there's a new person around there. That's the way it's supposed to be. Because this is the way I was raised in Haiti. We used to have, it's like you're calling neighborhood watch.
Yes.
Okay? We used to have that. We used to take care of each other. The same way that Hillary Clinton used to say, take a village to raise a child. It's the same thing I was raised. That's what we call a lakou. I mean, everybody knows everybody. And then whenever you get on the street, they have to know who you are, what you are here for, and then where you're going with that. We know you don't have a million plus to do all this work. We're talking about dollars.
Yes.
And we're doing it with some people who knows what you're doing and then they like what you're doing. They might do a donation and everything else. How do you survive and then doing all these things beside little things, for example, for food, you might be cooking something and then you know someone that haven't been eating and then you make sure you get them a plate. But when you're doing your drive, before we talk about the drive, when you're doing your back to school, when you're doing your toy drive, where do you get the money to do it? I'm sorry. I mean, I have to ask. So if it's your personal money, you just tell me, Rose, it's my personal money. I don't understand that. But if it's donation, without naming names, because some people might be giving you money and then they don't want you to name their names because I know the feeling because I do run a nonprofit organization also. Where do you get them?
Well, I started off, we were playing bingo, and I found out for the book, for the school supplies, we were playing bingo, and we started giving out school supplies as the gift for the winners.
Okay.
And we went from playing with 5 kids to playing with 35 kids. So we knew there was a need for school supplies. So the next year we provided school supplies. I donated a certain amount of my own cash and verbally talking to friends of mine, they added cash to it until we got what I needed. And more or less that's how it's worked with all of the things I've done. When I can tell you a story that a young lady one Christmas told me, I lost my job, my mom is sick, we're not going to have Christmas. I said, let me see what I can do. I went to my chiropractor's office, and they gave me a Christmas tree. They said, oh, I told them how beautiful their tree was. Oh, we just changed it for the year, but the other one's still good. I said, okay. I stopped at the store, bought some bulbs and some stuff, and took it to her. Her mother and her cried for over 30 minutes. Okay, but it was an act of the will of everybody that family had at Christmas that year. And that's just how I work. If I hear something that somebody's in need, I try to assist them with whatever I do.
Okay.
So,
What is the next? I know you're going to have a toy distribution. I need to know, when are you going to have it? If people who's listening to you on the station now wants to do donation, where to go, and how, when do you think you can look? You can look. It's not a problem. Just pick up your phone and look that information, because I know you're not going to remember everything by heart. So go ahead and look, and for the toy information, to know that what are you expecting the community to help you out, because we have more demand than ever, because the way because the way the world is now these days. You got more kids who need certain things, and then more kids that's losing the things they used to have. So what do you want to say today about the people who can help you out, help your organization out, to give donation for you to be able to have to make a lot of people in your neighborhood to have a better Christmas?
well, we have a website, and we're collecting canned goods. We're collecting, dried food, and we are collecting toys for the children. We also do slightly used clothes and shoes, which is open to everyone to take home with them. There's no charge for anything that we do at the facility, and the name of my organization is Helping Hands of the Heart.
Okay.
.org.
A nice one.
And when you go to the website, it gives you a way of either donating dollars, and then it also will connect you with us, and you can find out what other donations we're going to have. And this is being held at the community center within Highland Village, and they are one of the drop-off points if you're dropping off toys or clothes or any canned goods. And I also try to go and pick up certain, if people need me to pick it up, I can also do that to a point. And that's what we do and what we're trying to get done.
We need the address of the Island Village Community Center. Would you be able to, you can look for it. Would you be able to remember where it's located at? Because if someone, like I keep on saying, if someone is listening to you, because sometimes they have extra toys or they have extra things they receive that they don't need, or they were planning to do a distribution, they decided not to go with it anymore. They want to take it over to you. So we need to get them an address for them to drop it off. And then I also need a phone number, for them to contact you if they are interested to participate in that distribution.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, so Highland Village Rec Center is located at 13621 Highland Drive, North Miami Beach, Florida, 33181.
Okay, could you say it again now so people can make sure they get it?
Sure. 13621 Highland Drive, North Miami Beach, Florida, 33181.
Okay, and then if someone decided to give you anything, if someone decided to call you, and then because they are looking for the area or they want you to pick up something at their setup, what is the phone number for them to call you?
786-554-7659.
786-554-7659 is Tricia's number. If you guys decided to contact her directly, and some of the time, if you guys are in the neighborhood and then you decided to drop something on Island Village Community Center, which is 13621 Island Drive in North Miami Beach, Florida 33181, it is very important for us to give a hand to each other, because now we have to work, community has to work with community. And that's the reason why they're going to survive many of the problems that you have all over the world. And that's one advice I'll give people, to make sure that they help each other. Us here, we have Build a Better Tomorrow, where we do a food distribution every third Thursday of the month. Of course, next Thursday, we're going to give a food distribution plus a turkey distribution. But at the same token, she has a toy drive she's going to do for her community around the area. And she already told you guys where to deposit anything that you have on 13621 Highland Drive, North Miami Beach, Florida, 33181. And your phone number is?
786-554-7659.
786-554-7659. Tricia, it was a pleasure. It was a pleasure to sit down with you. It was a pleasure to know you a little bit more. And then what you do with the inside the community, I want to say thank you. Because not everybody has the guts to do it. Not everybody wants to spend the time to do it. But if you want to spend the time and help in your area, you're helping the community. And I'm speechless. I just have to say thank you. I appreciate your work. I appreciate the fact that you decided to go down that way. And I'm hoping that you're getting a call, and then knowing that I'll be calling a few of my friends to make sure that they get they make sure they help you out. Do you have what day you're going to do the distribution? You don't know yet, or?
No, that is going to be December the 20th.
December the 20th, the distribution, toy distribution will be done. And most of the people who's going to receive that has to be has to live inside the village?
Is most of it, because I was so small and I was doing this with just friends of mine, we've kept it to just the neighborhood right now.
Okay.
Because, but that's one of the reasons I'm opening this up to where I could help maybe other communities within North Miami Beach also. I have assisted other people outside of Highland Village during my time.
Yes, you do.
Even though, I do it from my heart, okay? And I'm here for a reason, so I have to do it from my heart.
Yes.
So
that's what people call, that's a calling. I mean, you don't know what you're supposed to do in life sometimes until you see, okay, it clicks, and then said, okay, this is the way I'm supposed to go. And then starting helping these people.
Yes.
And then we appreciate you. We appreciate North Miami Beach. Appreciate you. I'm pretty sure all the commissioners call you Island Village. And if they decided to I'm going to say that anyway. If they decided to divide North Miami Beach and then they have Island Villages there, with closed eyes, you are elected. On that word, I say thank you very much. Thank you very much. Until next time, thank you for your time to come over.
Well, thank you very much for having me.
Yes. And then thank you very much for Monsieur Pierre Jason Joseph, who is the producer of the show, and then he was there to assist us on the camera and also on the board. We want to say thank you. Again, merci en pile parce que vous te prêté nos oreilles pour nous te chita attendre. Nous te avec Tricia Harris Jodia from Island Village in North Miami Beach. Ligon toy distribution que le pral fait, la demandé donation cap 20 décembre, la demandé donation pour tout le monde porter ça yo capable bali et nous connaît que nous sommes d'adresse à nous sommes des numéros de téléphone sur ce n'a dit merci en pile. À bientôt. That's a wrap.